Hi everybody, I'm here with an update for October. So basically I'll just be letting you know what I've been working on for Lady and the Cat and giving you some more details about my next show, showing you what exact pieces I have going right now. So hopefully you guys will like this. The last video post that I did had nothing to do with Lady and the Cat, and I still got really good responses somehow. I don't know how that happened, but thank you. I'm glad everybody liked it. Oh, look who came to visit. Little Hermione. She's like, please put me down. Yeah, she wants more to do with what I have sitting on the ground or sitting on my lap. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to let you guys know kind of the projects that I've been working on for this market that I'm about to do. So, without further ado, just as a quick little once over, I know I've talked about this a bunch already on my Facebook page for Lady and the Cat and my personal social media. So if you follow me on any of those, you probably already know this, but this is the official announcement. I will be at Hunt and Gather in Crown Point, Indiana. So if you're in Northwest Indiana or in the surrounding areas, please come visit, not just to come see me, but also because there are so many good vendors at this event. It is all handmade and antique vendors. So if you're into any of those things, it's awesome. Plus they have food there. They have a full bar. They have musicians. So it's just a really cool event for local artists that is totally worth supporting. It's only $5 to get in every day. And then you have access to, I believe she said there's like 200 vendors this time. The one that I'll be at next is December 4th and 5th. Like I said, it's at the Lake County Fairgrounds in Crown Point. I will leave a link below of the Facebook page so that you can get all the details with times and different things like that. And I will have all of the stuff that you guys already are familiar with if you've been following this blog. So all of the decoupage ceramic rings, the upcycled jewelry pieces. I have one on right now, which you can't, well, maybe you can see that. Anyway, I'll have pieces like this. I'll also have the little kitty ear hair clips, all the things that I've made in the past. And then in addition, I have some new items that I've been working on. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys those. So the first thing, I thought since it's a Christmas market, it would be appropriate to do a Christmassy item. So I will be making cat ornaments, and they're going to use recycled fabrics. So the backs will be all printed fabrics, and it's actually just old clothes of mine. I have a lot of really cute dresses and blouses and just different things that don't fit me anymore or that I simply just don't wear. But I haven't been able to get rid of them because I love the prints. So I thought this was a good way for me to utilize those, continuing with the upcycling theme that I always have going on and, you know, not letting the shirts go to waste. But the fronts of the ornaments, which I can show you, can you see that? Now this is really roughly cut just because I needed, obviously when I sew it together, I need extra fabric. So it's not going to be janky like this, but you can see I'm hand embroidering all the little kitty faces. Here's a yellow one and a white one. And then this guy's not finished yet, but I have him too. So yeah, these will obviously be finished around the edges. And then, like I said, the back side will be different prints, all of them recycled and for your consumption, if you will, not literally. So anyway, yeah, I'll have a bunch of kitty ornaments. And then the other thing I'm making is ceramic planters / vases. I guess you could use it for either. But they're little kitty cats. So this is just the first prototype I actually finished and was happy with. The sun's getting ready to set, and this is like, it's terrible lighting, but unfortunately it's the best that I have. So I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see this. Anyway, this is the first little planter that I threw together. Well, it's the first one, like I said, that I was happy with. I made several that looked awful. So I was starting to get annoyed. And then finally, I just came up with this, and I'm really happy with it. The inside will be glazed so that if you do want to put a real flower in it or plant succulents or something small like that, you could do it. And then the outside, when they're finished, is going to be decoupaged the same way I do my jewelry. And if you can see, I carved the little kitty face in there, so that will be painted so you can still see it once it's decoupaged. And then inside of them, I'm going to be doing paper florals. So let me see. I actually might have one to show you. So these are for my wedding, and I've gotten a lot better at it, quite frankly, since then. But it's along the same vein as this. So it'll be paper flowers, probably this many even. Let's see how this looks. This is some candid info for you guys, because I didn't even plan on doing this. So the idea is make a little bunch, probably about this big even, maybe a little smaller. And they'll fit in there nicely. Like I said, I'm totally winging this, so it's going to look weird right now. But yeah, they'll each come with the little, you see, this is what you guys get. Maybe this is why people like me on film, because they can see how awkward I am. So yeah, the idea is that the little planters will have the paper florals in it, and I'm thinking they're going to turn out really cute. And I'm using all thrifted Harry Potter books, at least for this run. I had some left over from a commission that I did, so. Plus, I love Harry Potter, and Harry Potter, for some reason, is very, like, fall/Christmassy to me. So, again, going along with that theme. And, real quick, I'll tell you a funny story. So, when I started to make these flowers and prep everything for this show, like I said, I'm using Harry Potter books. Well, I happened to decide that I want to reread the series for, like, the 6th time. So I have all my Harry Potter books that I own. I also have the couple, you know, that I'm using for the items that I'm making. And for some stupid reason, I went to my mom's one day, and I knew I would be there for a little bit. So I'm like, oh, I'll bring a book to read just in case. So I grabbed my Harry Potter book, grab all my crafting supplies, because I knew I wanted to work on them there. My mom has a studio, so sometimes I like to go over there and use it. So when I get over there, I'm like, all right, I'll start to work on some flowers. I'll be productive. So I rip out about 4 pages, start going to town, making my little petals, and realize about 4 pages in that I was tearing out the pages to the Harry Potter book that I was currently reading, when I should have been continuing to tear the pages out of this copy that you can clearly see is like tore up from me doing it. But what did I do? I just pulled a book out and started going, not even thinking about it. So yeah, I had to like go back, put the little, or like undo the little petals, find the pieces that went, like the page that it went around, and then figure out like which one went with which. And so yeah, now the book that I'm reading is like 100% ripped up, like Freddy Krueger style, which I thought was really funny. Only I would do something like that. Obviously, now I'm being very careful to separate them as I make these flowers. Only I would do something like this, I swear. But on a plus side, I've been really wanting to get like a comprehensive Harry Potter set, because the books we own now are like half mine, half Matt's. We own all 7, but some of them are soft cover or paperback, if you will. Some of them are hardcover. Some of them are in really good shape. Some of them aren't, obviously. So maybe this will give me an excuse to buy like a boxed set of all the Harry Potter books, or get one for Christmas. You never know. So yeah, I just thought that was a really funny story. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is just some of the buttons that I recently acquired, because as you know, and as I mentioned briefly at the beginning of this video, I really try to use a lot of upcycled pieces for all of my line. And if they're vintage, even better. So my grandmother, my mom's mom, she passed away a few years ago, but recently my mom, she got to take all of my grandma's old sewing stuff, because my grandma was a seamstress, and she literally, part of it is like buckets and buckets and buckets of old vintage buttons. And if you guys know anything about me, or anything about like any of the crafts that I do, you know I'm obsessed with buttons. Even before Lady and the Cat and before everything else, I would make a lot of things out of buttons. I would do headbands and hair clips, and even I would like sew random little buttons to my outfits and things. So for now, I just took, oh, sorry, I put it in a little candle holder. I just took, I don't know, maybe 100 of them or something. I mean, this is like a fraction of what my mom has now. But they're so cool, and I'm going to use these. I'll show you one more time. I'm going to use these as part of the florals, so like you can see I do them just in the center there. Like I said, these are the ones I did for my wedding. So I have a bunch more to use now because I was running out of actual vintage ones. I had mostly just randoms from Hobby Lobby that aren't even that cute. But I'm really excited about this because you can tell a lot of them are really old and a lot of them are one of a kind, and they're all so different. So like you have, again, you can't probably see this, but this is like a wooden one. And then I have some that are just really interestingly shaped. This one has like little flowers on it. You can't really see. And you can look at you can tell they're really old because they're like starting to get the colorings off, which I actually think is cool. What are some other good ones? I got a bunch of these, which are really cool. What I'll probably do, because you guys can't see this really well, this is like silly right now that I'm trying to show you this on here. There's another one. I'll show you guys these in more detail on an actual blog post where I take pictures. And I think I want to show them off more like when they're being used for the florals. Here's a really cool red one. So yeah, I got a bunch of these. These are going to be part of the little winter collection that I show at Hunt and Gather. Really excited about it. And then after Hunt and Gather in December, I'll have a huge announcement for you guys. I really don't want to give too much of it away, even though if you follow me on Instagram, you know I kind of have already hinted at some things. But you'll see. I'll have everything for sale after the show. But again, I'll also have really big announcements. So I think that's all for now. This has gone on for far too long. I've rambled for far too long, and the sun is continuing to set behind me. So if the lighting is bad now, it's probably going to be worse in about 2 minutes. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Those are the things I've been working on. This is like the first official sneak peeks of everything that you're seeing all together on the blog. Really excited for Hunt and Gather. Obviously, I'll be trying to post frequently in between, between now and when I do the show so that you guys can see the works in progress. Any other updates I have, I'll give you on the blog. And then, like I said, just make sure you check the description because I will provide links to Hunt and Gather so that you can get info in case you want to come see me or come see the other vendors. I think that's it. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. I love you and have a great weekend.